Good morning, Bay Savers. It's Miss Dawson, your favorite neighborhood historian, back with another fact about Booker Taliaferro Washington. Booker T. Washington was a self made man, a man who taught himself how to read from a young age, a man who we've already learned walked 500 miles just to get to school. But while we love Booker T. Washington and he's a great guy, there wasn't always that same sentiment for Booker T. Washington. Many in the black community did not feel that they could identify with some of the things that Booker T. Washington said. In his famous Atlanta Exposition speech, he encouraged African Americans to pull themselves up from their own bootstraps. What did he mean by this? He meant that if you work hard for yourself and you start from scratch, you can be whoever you want to be. Why did he believe this? Because that was his story. Booker T. Washington believed in social segregation of the races. Not that he felt that blacks and whites shouldn't be together, but he felt that the black community should grow itself strong and independent of anyone else. He felt that African Americans should learn the skills and the vocation that would eventually lead to them having all the other jobs that they would have. His idea was a firm foundation in the basics to build up. But where was he coming from? That was his background. This is a man that worked in the coal mines. This is not a fun job. This is not an easy job. It was hard work in those dark, cold, and damp coal mines. And so his point of view came from a man who worked hard, who walked, who had a dream. And not only did he graduate from Hampton Institute, he would later go on in another episode, he would later go on to be the president of another university in Atlanta, in Alabama, Tuskegee. Booker T. Washington, while misunderstood by some, was still celebrated by many. And oftentimes, American history likes to paint a different picture of our Booker T. Washington. But he was an advocate for African Americans. He was a supporter of civil rights. He was and is Black history and American history. That's all we have for today. But remember, have the most amazing day, and Black history